Good morning and welcome to this Cosy autumn practice. So just a way to help us to wake up in these darker mornings. Just a slow start, a nice stretch before we begin our day, and somewhere to just bring a little bit of movement to the body before we begin our day. So we're going to meet in child's pose. So bringing the knees about mat width distance, and you're going to bring the chest and the forehead all the way down, coming into Balasana, child's pose. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to stretch through the arms, using the fingertips to drag along the mat. Inhaling, exhaling to sink deeper. On the next inhale, stretching. Exhaling, you're going to bring the fingertips all the way over to the right hand side. Finding a stretch through the left hand side of the body. Then we're going to move back through centre and then come all the way over to the left hand side. Sinking deeper. Then coming back to centre. One last breath here. And then we're going to gently peel up into tabletop. So stacking the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees hip width distance. We're going to inhale, drop the belly down, gaze out ahead for cow, Pittalasana. And then exhaling, round in the spine, Marjariasana, cat pose. Moving through these two in your own time. Connecting breath to movement. If you'd like, you can add a slight rock. So as you inhale, drawing the belly down, gaze out ahead, rocking forward. And then as you exhale, rocking back, round in the spine, into cat. Pittalasana, Marjariasana. Coming back to stillness now. We're going to step forward with the right leg, coming into low lunge. Inhaling, bringing the hands up, gaze up. And then as you exhale, you're going to open up to the right hand side, bringing the chest and the arms opening out to the right hand side. Inhale, exhale. And you're going to bring this left hand down in line with the front foot, gazing up to the fingertips. One more breath here. Inhaling, exhaling to frame that front foot. And then we're going to tilt backwards, bringing this foot slightly forward, so shifting the leg forward. You're going to flex into that front foot. Inhaling for a long straight spine into half splits. Exhaling to fold over that front leg. Last breath. Inhaling, coming back up to low lunge. And then as you exhale, you're going to frame that front foot, stepping back into tabletop. Inhaling, dropping the belly down. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Resetting for the other side. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, you're going to step the foot forward, this time the left foot. Inhaling up, low lunge. And then as you exhale, opening out to the left-hand side, bringing the arms, the chest, opening to the left. One more breath. And as you exhale, planting that right hand down, gazing up to the fingertips. One last breath. Exhale, framing that front foot. You're going to shift that leg a little bit further forward, flexing the front foot, coming into half splits. Inhaling, exhaling, folding over the leg. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Sending the breath to the back of the leg. One last breath. Inhaling, halfway, exhale, coming into low lunge. And then we're coming back, framing that front foot into tabletop. So we're going to bring ourselves back into child's pose now, into balasana. So big toes touch, knees apart, coming down into child's pose. Inhaling here, and then as you exhale, you're going to slither along the mat, coming into Cobra, Bhujangasana. You're going to draw the chest away from the mat, rolling the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to push back into child's pose, into balasana. Inhale in child's pose, and then as you exhale, coming into Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Last one. Finding child's pose, balasana. We're then going to gently bring ourselves up through tabletop, tucking the toes, pushing the hips up and back for Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bending into the knees, lengthening through the spine, really pushing into the palms here. Pedaling the feet. Maybe you want to twist. And then we're going to add in a twist. So you're going to inhale. Exhale, you're going to bring your left hand to the outside of the right foot and then put yourself into the gap on the right hand side of Ardha Mukha Svanasana. One last breath. Coming back, other side, inhaling. And then as you exhale, bringing the right hand to the left foot. One last breath. Back to centre. You're going to gaze to the top of the mat, walk to meet the hands, coming into ragdoll, forward fold, uttanasana. You can hold opposite elbows or let the hands drag. Find stillness or movement, decompressing the spine, letting gravity do its thing. One last breath. Inhaling. And as you exhale, slowly rounding the spine, peeling up vertebra by vertebra. Rolling the shoulders as you get to the top of the mat. Rolling one way and then the other. Coming to the top of the mat now. You're going to inhale, stretching. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring the right foot round the back. You're going to bring the grip from the left hand to the right wrist. And then you're going to exhale, coming into this side bend. One last breath. Inhaling, exhaling back to centre. Stretching, inhaling, exhaling to the other side. One last breath. Inhaling, exhaling back to centre. Inhale, stretch up one more time. Exhaling back, coming down with the arms. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. And just come back to the breath. One last breath here. Inhale, exhale. We're going to slightly widen the stance. So come in a little bit further than hip width distance with the feet pointing out to the side. We're going to come into Malasana or yogi squat. So you're going to inhale, bring the hands up, gaze up. As you exhale, coming down. And as you come down, you're going to bend the knees, bring the hands to prayer, coming into yogi squat. So you may need to adjust a little bit here. You can bring the hands together, and then you're going to push the knees away with the elbows. You can also use a block or anything or a bolster underneath if that feels good to be supported. Nice straight spine. This pose is brilliant for our digestive system, so just activating that in the morning. You can find a little bit of movement here if you want to, but no pressure. Just see how you feel. One last breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to find a seat and then come down to semi-supine. You're going to bring the hands back, finding window wiper legs, and then coming all the way down onto the back into our final resting position, Shavasana. So you can continue to do window wiper legs here, palms facing up to the sky. And then coming all the way down, legs long, arms by the side. And relaxing fully into our final position. So allowing each part of the body to become heavy, relaxing as much as you can. Allowing the ground beneath you to hold you. So as you continue to practice Shavasana, corpse pose, I'm going to play the sound bowl. So just allowing these vibrations, these frequencies sound to just wash over you. So gently begin by deepening the breath. Bringing yourself back to the physical body. Start by wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Maybe you want to take a nice big stretch, a yawn, a sigh. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. When you're ready, maybe draw in the knees into the chest, massaging the lower back and the spine, rocking. Then if you'd like to, coming over to fetal position on the right hand side. A few breaths here. And then when you're ready, pushing up and meeting me in seated. Bringing the hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, bringing balance to left and right side, masculine and feminine, light and dark. And just a moment to acknowledge the changing of the seasons, acknowledging that life is always changing. And the best thing we can do is go with the flow along with it. And the changing seasons remind us that. One last deep inhale and exhale. When you're ready, blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I would be very grateful, and I hope to see you in a video soon.